Okay. As far as I'm concerned, I think learning English is something which is very interesting and important nowadays because wherever you go in the world, I mean, if you learn English and if you understand it, you can communicate with people, right? And it's a key of some doors. If you master this, I mean, language, you can open so different doors, and this is so interesting, right? For instance, like I mean, most of the books they are written in English. Even if you are a scientist, you need to learn English because if you don't, I mean, master English, or if you don't understand it, you will have some problem about it, right? I mean, I can give an example. My sister, she's an accountant. But I mean, most of the time, she's telling me that I have to learn English because most of the time, my documents, I mean, they are written in English, and some interesting books that I need to read, they are written in, they are written in English, and I have to understand. This can show that English is so interesting. I think most of the time, some people do not understand how important it is. Nowadays, if you don't, I mean, understand English, you are like somebody who's an illiterate, right? So I advise everyone to try to understand English, even though if you can't, I mean, pronounce very good or to have a good intonation. So you have to understand, right? This is the most important because most of the time the American people they say that, I mean, in English you have just to be understood, right?
Yes.
And the rest are details, right? This is the most interesting. And I do not regret about learning English because most of the time I do some business with like some people who is speaking English, and I can say that if it was not the case, if I didn't learn English, it will be a very big problem for me to communicate with them. And at the time being, I start, I mean, teaching English in the elementary school over here in Senegal. And this is so important and interesting because in Senegal, the private school, like, I mean, most of the time, like the president, he said that we have to, I mean, start learning English from the kindergarten, right? At the time being, I'm teaching English